Baltimore Ravens are one of those teams that just find a way to be competitive, and also they just every year it seems like they win the draft, or like they're in the top 5 teams for having the best draft teams. That is, excuse me. So as we head into the 2022 Baltimore Ravens record prediction, I think there's going to be a lot that goes into this, and I'm excited. I am absolutely excited for the season, but they're in a tough division too, in that AFC North. I mean, you got the Bengals, who are, literally just coming back from a Super Bowl trip. You got the Browns, who, with, whether if they have Deshaun Watson or not, are still a respectable team. And then you've got also the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who knows what we're going to get out of Mitch Trubisky at this point? But the point is, the Ravens are in an interesting spot, and we'll head into their record predictions to start things out. Now, I know this could get a little dicey. But I do want to say that each one of these games could either easily go different ways here, but I do think this is going to be a very fun season all around. So we'll go ahead and start pulling this up for you and talking about the Ravens' schedule. So week 1, they are at the Jets. Now, this one might be controversial, mainly because the Jets, I know, have a lot of rebuilding to do. I'm banking on for this particular game. I'm banking on the Ravens starting flat. I don't know why. It's just I have a feeling. It's just, and now this could easily be wrong. Obviously, the Ravens are the way better team here, and on paper should just demolish the Jets. But the point is, if Zach Wilson can even be some semblance of a quality starting quarterback, the Jets might be tough quickly. So this game starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here. I have them losing to the Jets, but I think that could easily be turned around. They could also not start out flat like my Vikings often do and just come out and whoop the Jets. So, this could easily be a win, but for right now, I'm banking at it. They have all this talent. They're coming out a little flat, and I think the Jets kind of surprise everyone here with a home win over the Ravens. Week 2 versus the Miami Dolphins. This game starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Again, I think the Ravens are going to take a little bit to get going here, but I think once they do, they won't look back. The Miami Dolphins, they probably have the best deep threat combination wide receiver that is in the NFL, or arguably Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Question is Tua Tagovailoa going to get it done? We'll see, but I think they do get it done in week 2 as the Ravens start off 0-2. But again, this is another one of those games that easily the Ravens could win because they are a quality team. It just really depends on how they start the season. But my prediction is they lose week 2, but they get back on the road against a quality team and back in the win column week 3 at the New England Patriots. I think they get a big time win. That kind of does set the tone, and I think that the Patriots, by the way, are going to be one of the toughest teams in their division too, other than obviously the Bills, but it is what it is. Week 3, that game starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time as well. Week 4 at home against the Buffalo Bills at M&T Bank Stadium here. This is overall a very interesting game when you talk about, you literally just played the New England Patriots. Now you're playing arguably the best team in that division. I think they lose a close one at home against Buffalo, but I think that's where it starts off here because you start in division play. My biggest question is really how good Cincinnati is going to be in terms of, because we've seen these teams, we've seen a lot of teams for that matter, just come out and just start hitting stuff quickly and just start getting it done for no particular reason, but they find a way to just, obviously they had arguably the 3 best wide receiver trio in the entire NFL. Joe Burrow was getting it done. He's got his offensive line. And let's face it, his defense was playing out of its mind. So we'll see what happens there. But I think they get a win. That starts off a little bit of a winning streak here. They get a win at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. That game starts at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's a Sunday night game for you guys at M&T Bank Stadium. Back-to-back home games for the Ravens. Now, week 6, they head to the New York Giants. I think this is a win here. The Giants, I have my questions. I'm sorry, but the Giants, I don't know if Daniel Jones is that guy. I know they added some pieces defensively, but I want Saquon Barkley to be healthy for an entire season before I'm fully comfortable with the Giants being anything relevant. So I think they get a win at the New York Giants here. They head back home week 7 against the Cleveland Browns. I think they get another big-time win. You've got 2 wins in division. You're looking pretty good right now at 4-3, but then I do think they take a little bit of a slide. Week 8 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Tampa Bay is arguably the best team in the NFC South. I think they get it done over the Ravens here at Raymond James Stadium. That's a Thursday night game. Starts at 8:15 Eastern Daylight Time here. So a game they could win, certainly. But, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, this is a farewell tour. We'll have to see how it goes. Week 9, this is another controversial one, I know. The Saints, to me, if Jameis can pan out, they've got him protection. They got him Chris Olave. Their defense is respectable too. So, I mean, the Saints might surprise some people here, but the Ravens are overall a very tough team. I think they could get it done against the Saints here, but I do predict that they lose on the road. That's the big thing here. People don't, take into consideration going on the road and playing at home, and it does tend to have it is an advantage in the NFL. So I think they drop one here against the Saints, head into their bye week. They get regrouped a little bit here, come back week 11 versus the Carolina Panthers, get a win here. The Panthers, honestly, my biggest question obviously is the quarterback position there. We'll have to see how Sam Darnold and company and Matt Corral, if he starts. But that game starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think they come back week 12 at the Jacksonville Jaguars, get a big, not a big time win, but get a win, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time there as well. So you get, and then you win the next week against Denver, same time, starting time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time there. So, you reel off 3 quick wins here. You go to Pittsburgh. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think they are going to be one of those teams they're not like shockingly good, but I think they can pull one up over the Ravens, certainly. They've still got a quality head coach, and who knows, Mitch Trubisky might be that guy, or at this point, Kenny Pickett could be starting this time, who knows. But overall, I think they go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, get a close loss there, then go on the road to Cleveland. This one, again, it really does depend on if Deshaun Watson, here's the thing, if Deshaun Watson is suspended for the entire season, or even, around 10 to 12 games, whatever, without Deshaun Watson, they don't beat the Ravens. That's just the harsh reality of it. If they don't have Deshaun Watson, they do not beat the Ravens. But if they do, I think that they could beat the Ravens here. So that's kind of what I'm banking on here later on in the season. I think that they could find a way to get it done against the Ravens with Deshaun Watson. But again, if it's Baker Mayfield starting, hard pass. That's definitely, I don't think that they can beat the Ravens in my mind. So week 16 back at home. Oh, by the way, that game against Cleveland starts. Actually, we don't know that start time. I'm sorry, that one I forgot to put an asterisk next to that one because it's week 15. That's still to be determined at First Energy Stadium. But yes, let's see here. So week 16 at home against the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta might surprise some people, but I just felt like, the Ravens are clearly the better team here. I have my questions when Desmond Ridder will be able to get it done. I believe this game's on Christmas Eve, too. So that game starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you got Week 17 at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. A little bit of revenge, getting a big-time win here in division, plus still staying in the playoff race. I still think, and they come back Week 18 to lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. That's my prediction there as well. So, but the main reason, again, you're on the road to finish out the season. That game is yet to be determined. So, I mean, at 9-8, you could easily still make the playoffs. So, I wouldn't put it past the Ravens. But I think they could make the playoffs. And again, a couple of these games might be controversial. You could probably sweep the Steelers. You could definitely beat the Jets and the Dolphins. So, I mean, the Ravens, honestly, I think their floor is 9-8. Their top, you probably could get is win 11, 12 games. That's how talented this roster is, and that's how well I think they did in the offseason and the draft to be able to bring it all together. But that's it. That's our 2022 Baltimore Ravens record prediction. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our 2022 Baltimore Ravens record prediction.